guys, welcome back to another video. Mark here. Today I'm going to be showing you guys my new exhaust on the STI. Not really new, but I installed this a couple months back and I just haven't had a video about it, and I'm going to show you guys a POV of how it sounds. What I got was the Tomei. I have the Tomei TI exhaust, and man, it's pretty loud. I'll show you guys a cold start right now, but if you're gonna daily drive it, I wouldn't recommend, because with cops everywhere, they're probably gonna either state ref you or probably tell you to change it back to stock. But yeah, I'm just gonna do some errands and I'm gonna just do a POV so you guys can see it. If you guys haven't subscribed already, support the channel by subscribing down below and like this video if you guys like it. I'll make a lot more. I'll make in this car or even my Type R. So yeah. Every single time that I turn this on, I don't do it on purpose, but with that sound, it sounds so nice. I'll even rev it up real quick. Man, oh man. So here is my 2018 Subaru STI. I'll show you guys a quick walk around. Got my T37 SL Black Edition 2s. Got the Subi Speed rear spats. Art of Attack license plate frame. And my Tomei TI exhaust. So you guys are pretty much just gonna hear how this car sounds and how this car feels. I'm just showing you guys how this car looks right now. And all I could say is that, you know, it looks so beautiful. Clean interior, just cleaned the inside. Unfortunately, I don't have the Recaro limited seats, but I mean, these will do. Got the racing shift knob. Pretty much everything is stock in this car, really just is. I just like to have a clean car, as you can tell, but yeah. What happened? Hear the rumble. Sounds so good. And right now, just letting you guys know, it's actually stock engine. I have no bolt-ons at all, so it just sounds really good. Just lift this up real quick. my other cars because it's not worth it. With all the bumps, I don't even want to risk any problems of either messing up my lip or, you know, breaking an axle or anything like that, you know. So right now I'm in like doing a stance type of look, not too high, not too low, just enough for clearance, especially like clearing off my what's that called, my driveway, because in my driveway it's so hard to even get out of there, especially with a lowered car, because it's not a flat driveway. So that already is a problem for me. And I mean, just raising it a little bit more would probably help, but I don't want it too low or too high either. So we'll see. Right now I'm just like testing out what's like a really good height for this car. But I think right now this is actually the best for it. As you can see, so many stoplights. If you guys can't see it from the thing, this car only has 38,000 miles, and I bought this car earlier this year with like I think 35,000 miles, I forgot. But as you can see, I barely even drive this car, and when I bought it, my intention of it was to actually daily this car, so that's pretty funny, right? But luckily my work isn't that far anyway. I drive like less than 20 miles a day, so that's one of the reasons probably why my mileage isn't so high, which I'm happy about. So we're entering the freeway. Let's go down real quick. Hear more of the wind than the actual exhaust, but right now probably just I guess just the idle. I just put the windows up because I think for this camera I'll probably just pick up more of the wind, more of the exhaust. So probably this is an answer to Subaru owners that want to get a Tomei, how it sounds inside the car. So when you're inside the car, it's actually not that bad. The rumble sounds really beautiful, and the idling inside, it's not too loud, and it's not that loud to where you can't even think, because some exhaust makes it so loud to where you just feel like you just can't even think, you know. But this one, as loud as it sounds when your windows are down, it's really not that bad when you're inside the car. You can still listen to your music. You don't have to blast your music. You can still talk on the phone, and they don't have to hear your exhaust so loud every single time, you know. But right now with this car, I'm running White Line Max coilovers. These coilovers are actually from my old WRX, and I just scrapped it from that because my old WRX was a 2015, and you know, same chassis and everything. So luckily it went well. There was no problems putting it into this car. The only reason why I transferred it, because, you know, I mean, if you guys happen to know what the White Line Max coilovers are, those are like closer to $3,000 mark, you know. So yeah, I'll use that. Like, why would I want to downgrade? But I feel like I need to probably change the springs on it or something, because it makes some squeaking noises every time I turn the wheel. Only on the left side, on the car, the driver's left. When I turn left or right, sometimes you hear it squeaking. So I have yet to check it out. Probably one of these other days I'll like look under the car and see what's going on. But for now, I mean, it's not really an issue with the car anyway. So yeah. Driving this car, I love the sound, I love the feel, but stock, to be honest with you, I mean, this engine has been pretty much the same for all these years, and because of how big this car is, I feel like this car is not as fast compared to other cars. You really need to tune this car and modify it to at least make decent power, but stock, I just feel like this car is pretty slow. And I don't know if because I'm spoiled with driving my Evo before or driving the Type R, but I just feel like the acceleration in this car isn't as fast. Stock is what I'm trying to say. Like, yeah, it'll feel a lot better once I modify it, but right now, with my build towards this car is to just make it reliable. I just changed the exterior work just so it could look pretty decent, but I'm not really gonna touch the engine that much at the moment, because right now this is considered my daily driver. So hard to believe, right? You know, like either daily this or daily the Type R, but I feel like, of course, dailying this car, it's fun, you know. You just feel like it just kind of feels like a normal car sometimes. You don't really see it as a race car, but I mean, not other people see that point of view. So every single stoplight, most of the time, they're gonna rev their engine. I rev mine. It's not even gonna be a race anymore because I'm gonna just get pulled over with how loud this exhaust is. But the Tomei exhaust is really nice. I prefer this sound than the nameless exhaust. I think my old POV video, I'll link it down below, that was with the old nameless exhaust. So it was just the tips that was changed. It was still stock straight pipe and everything. So with this whole Tomei, it's the full kit, so everything else is all changed. But it's not too bad. Like right now, you could barely even hear it. You pretty much hear more of the ground, if anything. But as the exhaust wise, it's not really as bad. Like, it's really not. But once I accelerate, it's beautiful. Sounds very beautiful. Gotta exit right here. So right now I'm actually driving to Concord. I gotta go stop by Dick's Sporting Goods. Don't ask why. I gotta buy a birthday gift. But I just feel like it was a good opportunity to show you guys a POV of how my STI has been. So this car has been pretty much babied the whole time I've owned this car. It was just in my garage majority of the time. For me, I love to keep my cars clean. Try my best to keep them as reliable, quote unquote. But I always like the clean look of cars, so why would I want to keep my car so dirty and leave it outside, you know? So before this POV, I actually spent like 2 hours cleaning this whole thing, this whole car inside and out. And it is very tiring, but it's very rewarding, you know? Driving this car, when I look at it, how clean it is, it just makes you think like, wow, like this car is so nice. It sounds so good, and it's an STI, you know? People look at it, it's like, oh crap, it's an STI, like a beautiful beautiful car. So I hope you guys enjoy like this short POV, not really too long, because Dick's Sporting Goods is probably like a good 15 minutes to my house. I'm not really gonna just upload the whole 15 minutes, probably cut this video into some pieces. But yeah, I'm like scorching and hot. It's like 100 degrees here in California. Actually, no, it's not. 91 degrees. But inside a car, it feels like 100 degrees. And that is it for the video. I hope you guys enjoy this quick POV of just how this Tomei exhaust looks, sounds, and feels. But for me personally, I really love this exhaust. Way worth the money. And if you guys are able to grab yourself a set, I'd recommend it, to be honest with you. It makes the STI sound very natural. as you could tell. But because for me right now, the car is pretty much stock. I did not do any engine mods, and it's literally just the exhaust. And for it to rumble like that, sound like that, it's really nice, you know. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this POV. I'm pretty much recording on my GoPro Hero 9 now, and I love it to death. Pretty much way worth the money that I spent on this camera. The fact that I could vlog on it, and just how to like capturing everything that I vlog now. So this is gonna be my go-to. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Marky Mark here. If you guys want to support the channel, please subscribe below, as well as give this video a thumbs up. I'll greatly appreciate it. We're like in the halfway mark, like a little over 500, and I know that we could reach 1,000. So until then, see you next time. Peace.
Keep thinking that I could have done something, but now I'm left with an empty heart. No making amends.